Northern Frontier. My name is Rob, and today we're going to the cabin. Hello, welcome back. My name is Rob, for those who don't know me, and this is my Northern Frontier rural outdoors homesteading type channel. Now, I wanted to go through with you an update on what had been happening out of the cabin in the last little while. So one of the big upgrades I've done is water to the cabin. Now, before, no running water up there. If you want to clean your dishes, you want to wash your hands, you either got to bring a bucket of water up or you've got to go down to the lake. Pain in the ass, right? So I needed to come up with a solution which allowed me to get water up to the cabin. Now, there's a couple ways you could do it. Holding tank or direct pump. And I went the direct pump route. And I wanted to go through with you today on what I did to achieve that. And I do have a video out at the cabin of that running water, which I will run. Right, hose is down there. You can see the end of it in the water. And the hose runs up to this box, which has my pump, a battery, and a solar panel that goes up into the sun up there. It's currently charging. And then this pipe goes about 200 feet. Felt longer than that because it kept kinking. As you can tell, I'm fucking exhausted now. Alright, yeah, the pipe goes all the way up. All the way up. Haven't actually officially tested this yet, but the pump stopped pumping, so either the battery died or we got water. It goes through these trees. You can kind of still see it there at the back. And if this app works, this is a major success. Goes out to the back of the cabin. You can see it just going behind the cabin there. And right now I've just kind of got it pulled to this. And I see water leaking out. It's a good sign. I just put a 3/4 inch bore valve on the end. There we go. Here we come. It's pumping. There we go. But I really want to give you a breakdown of what was going on behind the scenes. So if anyone's looking to set up their on-demand kind of water system for either, it could be anything. It could be just a rural area that you have access to water and you want to pump that up and you want to pump it into something specific. So what I did is I purchased one of these, and I'm going to flip the camera around here, so bear with me. I purchased one of these Seaflow, flip around the other way, Seaflow professional grade pumps. It's a 12 volt pump and it pumps 5.5 gallons per minute. And yeah, it runs simply, it's simply off of a 12 volt battery. So what I did was I hooked up this, and I have the filter that comes in, and then I have this 12 volt connection that comes off of that. Now, what usually happens, and I'll try to give you a bit of a better breakdown here, and I'm going to slightly try to zoom the camera out while I do this. Typically, this pump sits in here. I have it screwed to this piece of 2x4, and all I have is this box that I've made use for. And it ties into this. I basically have it screwed to this piece of wood, and I have a hole on either end, and I have an in hole and out hole. And this is basically where my 3/4 inch poly pipe comes into. Now, once this is in here, and I'll leave this in here just for the show of you, this connects to my 12-volt battery. And this is a lithium iron phosphate battery that I purchased, Rock Solar, and it's just a small, it's a 18 amp hour battery, 12 volt, 230.4 watt hours. And I've run this pump for about 2 hours straight on this battery, and it has not failed me yet, touch wood. It runs another season. I should probably put the multimeter on that and make sure it's actually charged. And then this just ties to my solar panel charger. And this solar panel charger obviously connects through this connection up to my solar panel, which I put in the sunlight when I take it out to the cabin. And yeah, that's really it. It's as simple as that. Pipe in, pipe out. And yeah, it pumps 5.5 gallons per minute. And I've just put it in a little box so I can take it in the wintertime and just really make sure that battery doesn't die and I don't leave it out there. And then when summer comes along, I just throw this in the boat. I take it out there on my first season and I connect in one 3/4 inch pipe and the other 3/4 inch pipe, lock it down with the with your little metal rings on either side, which need to be replaced because they've corroded. But yeah, and then you have on-demand water. So I have it basically, and you'll see in the video, I have it hooked up to 3/4 inch pipe. It's about 250 feet of pipe uphill from the water to the cabin, and I have it hooked into 3 separate offshoots. So I have it come into, like, this is obviously beyond the video, and I will put a couple more clips in of how that's set up. But yeah, I have one pipe that comes into the actual cabin itself, which is just hooked up to your basic kind of faucet. Then I have an outdoor faucet, and I also have set up to a little crappy outdoor shower, which I created. So yeah, simple thing ever. Just 12-volt pump, 12-volt battery, and a solar panel charger, and voila, you have yourself running water in the middle of nowhere. I'll tie these in with all the other clips, and hopefully this video makes all make sense. If you have any questions on how to do this, or you want any more information, feel free to reach out. But I figured, while it is still freezing cold out and I've been too lazy to go out to the cabin because it's I got to plow a road and all these things, which I'm planning on potentially doing in the next little bit, and getting out there during the winter time. I figured this is, a minor update on a quality of life improvement for the cabin. And I'll probably take you through the solar setup, but that will be a little bit more complex. I might have to show pictures and do a voice along for that. But again, that one's a little bit clearer on what I've done. But all in all, any questions? Super simple. Water in a box. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.